Today I'm showing you KEV Invincible. So let's go. Go into your drums and set your tempo to 100 beats per minute. Click on the plus, and actually you want to use just 4 sections. Then you want to use the big room, and then you want to have almost the highest volume, and go into edit. Just put out something, go out, drag it out to 3 and go in again. And now add the highest kick. Just like this. And loop it. Add a new drum. Choose big room again, but this time you want to drag the drive all the way up. And go into edit. Put out 2 snares. And loop it. Add a new drum again. And this time choose Classic Studio Kit. Click on Effects and add some treble. And remove the bass. The volume should be just a little bit higher than middle. And then go into edit. And put out this crash. Drag it out to 3 and then loop it. Add a new drum again. And choose SoCal. Go into the effects. Add a little bit of treble. And remove the bass. And have just a little bit lower volume. And then go into edit. And put out this one. Not the highest one, but the one below. Go out and loop it. Add a new drum again. And this time choose Hip Hop Drum Machine. Go into the effects. Add some treble. Remove the bass. And add reverb to the middle. And the volume should be a little bit lower than middle. And then go into edit. And add the lowest hi-hats. And you want to zoom in a little bit. And of course loop it. And now add a keyboard, choose synth bass, and substantial kick. And turn these knobs like this. Go into the effects, have the volume a little bit lower than middle. Go into plugins and EQ, and visual EQ. You want to drag this orange one all the way here, the middle one to between 50 and 100 and increase it just a little bit. And we want to remove a lot of treble and maybe add a little bit more bass. So it should look something like this. Then you want to go into edit, just put out a note, go out, drag it out to 3 and go in again. And add these bass notes around C2. And you have to zoom in really much. Like this. And now switch this back, click on the screen, select them all, zoom in a little bit, and remove them so they get a little bit shorter. Then go out, loop it, and go into settings, quantization, swing, and the last one, swing heavy. And we're going to use this one a lot. Add a new keyboard, and this time choose keyboards and classic grand. Go into the effects, add a lot of reverb, and have the volume a little bit lower than middle. And then go into edit, just put out a note, go out, drag it out to 3 and go in again. And put out these 3 chords, below C4. loop it. Add a new keyboard, choose Synth Classics, and Rich Oscillators. And turn these knobs like this. Go into the effects, add just a little bit of reverb, and have the volume just a tiny bit below middle. And from now on, I'm gonna solo the tracks, because it's easier to hear what you're playing. So you wanna go into the edit mode, just put out the notes, drag it out to 3, and go in again. And add these chords, below C4. And then you wanna zoom in really much. And we also want to add some bass notes. Just like this. But you want to switch this back, click on the screen, select them all, zoom in a little bit, and remove them this much. Go out, loop it, go into settings, choose quantization, swing, and the last one, swing heavy again. Because with swing, it will sound like this. Add a new keyboard, and this time choose synth pads and warming waves. And turn these ones like this. Go into the effects, remove the echo, add just a little bit more reverb, and have the volume a little bit lower the middle. Then go into edit, just put out the notes, go out, drag it out to 3 and go in again. And add these chords. And then you have to zoom in a little bit. So all together. And loop it. Now go to the track view. You want to click on this track and on duplicate. Copy this, warming waves, and put it on the other one. But on your other one, you want to go into settings and click on the plus on octave. And you also want to have the volume almost in the middle. So the new one should sound like this. And add a new keyboard again. You want to use pads again, but choose hollowed strings. Turn down the attack and have the release pointing left. And go to the track view. And you want to copy your warming waves. And it's important that you choose the first one, that is 1 octave lower. And just paste it. And you want to have the same volume as the first warming waves. And now we want to add our first lead. So choose keyboard and choose synth leads and dance anthem. Turn the attack and the release like this. Click on effects, remove the echo, have the reverb in the middle, and the volume in the middle or just slightly below. And then go into edit, just put out the notes, go out, drag it out to 3 and go in again. And add this melody, around C4. And you want to zoom in really much. just like this. But you want to switch this back, click on the screen, select them all, zoom in a little bit, and remove them this much. So all together. Go out, loop it, and the most important, go into settings, quantization, swing, and the last one, to get this swing melody. Add a new lead, and this time choose raw lead, and drag these ones like this. Go into the effects, have the reverb in the middle, and maybe a third of the volume. Then go into the track view, just copy your last melody, and put it here. And add a new lead, and this time choose Jetstream, and turn these knobs like this. Go into the effects, remove the bass, and have the volume just a tiny bit below middle. And now go back to the track view, just copy one of these melodies, and paste it here. Add a new lead, and choose raw lead again, and turn these knobs like this. Go into the effects, add maybe a third of the reverb, and have the volume just a tiny bit below middle. And at 2 you want to go into edit, and you want to start adding notes at the third line, starting on a note C4. And now you want to zoom in really much. Like this. And you want to copy this one, put it at 4, but you want to remove it so you just get 3 notes. And add a new keyboard, choose keyboards, and grand piano. Have the volume a little bit lower the middle, and remove the reverb. Go into the track view, copy this raw lead, put it at 2 on the piano, copy this other one, and put it at 4 on the piano. But you want to go into these two on the piano, go into settings, and click on the plus on octave. So also on this one. And add a last keyboard. Choose FX and RK Synth. First you want to turn off this one, and then turn the attack up just a little bit. Go into the effects, remove the echo, add maybe a third of the reverb, and have the volume just a tiny bit below middle. And you also want to go into plugins and EQ and visual EQ. And you want to increase some of the mid frequencies between 200 and 500. Because if you don't do this, you won't hear the lowest notes. You want to go into edit at 4, and you want to start with the note below C3. You want to make it half size, and then you want to zoom in really much. And the next note you want to make half size again. If you have done it right, this note should end at 4.3. And the next note should be double size. And then half size again. And that's all the notes. So hopefully it will sound like this. So everything together will sound pretty awesome. And that's about it, so thanks for watching, make sure to like and subscribe, and good luck with your song.